Sorry about that little bit of a delay there, everybody. That'll be edited out on the YouTube video there. Sorry about that. I thought I'd already set this up, but I was wrong. It happens. Sometimes I'm wrong. I mean, look at my pick'em totals. Not too often, but it does happen. But thanks everybody for tuning in today. Don't forget, if you are new here, this is the rules for the pick'em. Remember, you've got to hit that exclamation mark and then pick'em, and then you'll be able to put your pick'ems in, and you go in the draw this week to win a $10 gift voucher, because last week it was won by Hand Lefty, who has taken his code and is on his way to enjoying that $30. Congratulations again there, man. This week we have some very interesting games on deck. We start off with a couple of games from EuroLeague basketball, then we have a couple of ice hockey games from Sweden and Switzerland. Then we roll into my most interesting game that I think is coming this week with the Texans and the Browns. Then you have more NFL from the Giants at home to the Eagles, Raiders at home to the Broncos, Dolphins at home to the Chargers. Then you've got some Europe and UEFA Nations League soccer coming in there with Georgia against Armenia and Hungary against Serbia. Then you've got Monday Night Football with the Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens in Foxborough. Then you have Dynamo Moscow and Nizhny in the KHL there. That's where we are at right now, everybody. Don't forget to put pick in front of A, B, C, D, what your selections are, and then your pick will go in the draw to win a $10 voucher. Oh, we got the first pick coming in from Gorson TV. He's gone with the ACF, which is Savina Zvezda, Bayern Munich into Brynäs for the upset. H, he's gone with Tigers for the upset. I, Browns for the win, who are the short favourites. It's then rolling into I was the last one, we're up to K. K is the New York Giants for another upset. Then you have the Raiders hosting the Broncos. With that one, you have gone with the Raiders. Then you've got Chargers with the upset again. But you've got a lot of upsets there. I like it. You've gone against the grain. That's very nice. I like to see that. Don't like people doing the the easy route. So yeah, there's some nice picks you got there, Gorson. I'm very, very impressed. So with that said, we're going to look at some other things. Oh, another pick's come in from Atlas, who's got the ace pick. Zvezda Munich Redhawks into Tigers again. People just aren't liking Bern at the moment. I can understand it. They're a very shit-house team. Very hard to predict. They got done in as a huge favourite already a couple of days ago, and they're just not playing good ice hockey right now, so there is a big chance that they do lose. There is a big chance. I do like seeing people going against them here. Got K, you've got the Giants, you've gone with the Browns. I think there's a lot of people sleeping on the Texans in this one. Got some very nice picks there. I will get the ball rolling on what my first selection is here, chat. My first selection, I'm going with Real Madrid here on the road to beat Savina Zvezda. I think Real Madrid just has way too many shooters on that team. While Zvezda is playing pretty poorly in the EuroLeague, I'd say. They are third or fourth last. Real Madrid is a very interesting side, and I think that they can get the biscuits here. They have very good defense, very good transitional basketball, and yeah, it's going to be very hard for that one to be a win for Zvezda, I think. I don't mind Zvezda. They do like to get the upset every now and then. But yeah, I think Real Madrid just have too much talent there for Savina Zvezda. We'll look at my second pick here now, chat. Going with a bit of the outsider here. Munich are not favoured to beat Valencia here, even though they are the home side. I think that's a bit of an oversight. I think Munich are the better side. They have far stronger defence and better big men than Valencia. The only problem with is if Valencia's shooters get hot, then it's going to be a very big deficit for Munich. Munich rely too much on defence. And with that defence, there's not a lot of scoring. It's going to be short, slow basketball from Munich. They like to slow the pace down. There's not going to be a lot of points. I think it's probably going to be like a 78, 79 total game for Munich. If they can hold Valencia to 75 or less, I think they've got a good chance of winning. So I'm happy to take Munich on that precedent, or that, for those reasons. The next one we roll into, we've got the Malmo Redhawks. They are hosting Brynäs IF. Not at Signal Iduna Park, they are at the Ice Arena, I believe it's called. I forgot to update that location, but everything else remains the same. They're both two teams very out of form right now, both of them looking to buck a trend of winning or losing. Losing seems to be the more common trend for these two sides. Redhawks do have the stronger history and the better experienced players. They're just not playing to the best of their ability right now, chat, and I think that's got to change at some point. I think the Redhawks have a good matchup here against Brynäs, who just are playing very underwhelming ice hockey. Their transitional ice hockey isn't good. I think Malmo can capitalise on power plays in this one. So it's going to come down to one goal, I feel, probably like a 2-1 or a 3-2 kind of game. And that goes towards the Red Hawks for me. Then you've got Burn against Tigers. I'm biting the bullet here. I'm going to take Burn to try and just buck the trend that they're on right now of losing and just losing tight games and not playing very good on offensive transition ice hockey. In their last game, it was 2-2, and then they went into autopilot against, I think it was third last Lausanne, was it? Something like that. And they just got roasted in the last period. It was ended 2-6. They conceded 4 goals. They just completely switched off. They just didn't really have the body parts, the moving bits. They really lack power. They need to find something up front to help them really capitalise on the chances they get, because they just don't have it at the moment. And not having that really does hurt their ability to win. No scores, no win. You bang on the money there, Atlas. That's how ice hockey works. How most sports with goals work. And yeah, Burn just haven't been in the mix here, chat. They've just not been in the mix. Now we're looking at this one here. I'm going to leave this one for a little bit later. I'll come back to that one. I'm going with the Eagles to get the road win against the Giants. The Giants don't really impress me at all this season. I don't think they're going to be as competitive in this one as they could be. I think Daniel Jones is playing very bad football right now. They don't really spark much on offense. The lack of Saquon Barkley really hurts this offense. They can't really move the ball unless they're against a side that has a really, really subpar defense. And the Eagles, on the other hand, they have a so-so defense, which could be enough to stifle the Giants' offense here, which means it's probably going to be a reasonably low-scoring game, like a 14-20 or a 14-21 or a 17-21 kind of game like that. Nothing too special here. I think the Eagles will get the job done. They're a tough side, and they're really just got to start picking up wins to really close out this division already, because they've had every chance to do it already. They just haven't been able to. Sad fact of it. The next game we have getting ready to get going here is Raiders and the Broncos. And with the Raiders and the Broncos, guys, I've gone with the Raiders here. Everything's a little bit off because I had to move the picture because it dropped for some reason. But the Raiders, they have Derek Carr still playing at an MVP level. People are really sleeping on the Raiders this year. I think they are a stronger outfit than the Broncos are right now. Last week, the Broncos really struggled until the fourth quarter when they started to get some help from the officials, like always. I think it's going to be much of the same. When you play against the Broncos, you have to play against a team as well as a team in black and white. The Raiders are perennially hated by the officials, so it could be a close game. They should demolish the Broncos, however. The offense for the Raiders is really just clicking right now. Josh Jacobs is a better running back than the trio that they've got for the double that they've got for the Broncos right now in Lindsay and Gordon. I think they need to just pick one of Lindsay or Gordon and just go with it. I think they're just not allowing them to get hot with the ball. As a running back, it's a real momentum-based position. They're just not allowing that to happen with the constant changing of possession between the two running backs. So I think the Raiders just have a bit more symmetry between their players on offense and defense. I think Max Crosby's going to have a good game. I think that you'll see the Broncos rushed and hurried. I think Derek Carr will get pressured by Chubb, but he's got a quick enough release to overcome the only pass rusher really that the Broncos have. So for me, I've got the Raiders winning. That's probably going to be like a 27-20 kind of game. It'll be a one-score difference. Then we're moving into the next game, which is the NFL's favourite love story right now, the Miami Dolphins hosting the Los Angeles Chargers. And we're going to go with the Miami Dolphins here. Tua is 2-0 as a starter. I think he moves to 3-0. Herbert, while I said he's going to be a tier 1 quarterback within the next 5 years, right now his offensive line isn't really giving him the cover that he needs. He gets too much pressure too often, and that too often pressure is really putting a dampener on his ability to get involved in the game, so to speak. He passes a really nice ball. He's got some decent receivers. Hunter Henry and Keenan Allen, most of note. Guyton is his deep threat. He's doing very well. But yeah, just the Dolphins quarterback duo is just too deadly, and I think Herbert here probably turns the ball over a couple of times, and that's going to be the difference between the Finns and the Chargers. The Finns' defense is extremely underrated. It's giving Tua such good field position right now.
Welcome to Ranger HQ.
Welcome to Ranger HQ. Hope you're having a good day, morning, evening, wherever you may be. Hold on, guys. I just have to quickly answer something here. Alright, guys. With that said, we'll move on to the next game, which is the UEFA Nations League here. Georgia and Armenia. I think you can't look past Henrik Mkhitaryan's side here. You have to go with the Armenians. I think this probably has a high chance to be a draw. Georgia is a very underrated side, but Armenia's just got too much attacking power. Their defense is lacking, but their attack is far superior to that of Georgia. I think they probably bucket in 2 goals here. If Mkhitaryan can get on top of his distribution, then it could be even more for Armenia, like a 3-1 sort of game. I do like Hungary. I like what they're doing. But, yeah, their defense is lacking, I think. Sorry, not Hungary, Georgia. I think they need to get better on defense. Just quickly checking something here, chat. I want to make sure I have not blocked the people watching. I hope I do not have followers only on. There's your problem. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. I did not know that followers only was on. Alrighty there, chat. We are looking at something very important here. We're moving on to the Serbia-Hungary clash. And I know I mentioned Hungary before many times because I was just overlooking the Georgia line there. But right now, we are trying to sort something out here. There seems to be a bit of a feedback area here, guys. Doing my best to fix this up for you guys. Seems like I may have gotten it. Maybe, maybe not. Sure, but it sounds like it's gone now, guys. But I'm looking here at the Serbia-Hungary game, and I think Serbia is just going to be too strong here for Hungary. Serbia has a lot of key pieces on their team, and I think it's going to be rather hard for Hungary to keep up here. There's a really strong midfield for Serbia. They have really good keeping. I just don't see how Hungary's going to be able to break through that defense. It's going to be very hard. They don't really have the overwhelming talent in order to get it sorted. And it's going to be very, very difficult here for Serbia.
Welcome to Ranger HQ.
Have to quickly have another look here, guys. See what is going on. What is the problem here? Maybe that will fix the issue there, guys. I've been getting some whispers that people can't put their picks in because of followers only, but it's now off. So hopefully that fixes the issue. If you are a watcher, please let me know if that has fixed. Ooh, righty. Oh, we got a pick coming in there from Silver Sporty Spice. Some nice picks there. We've got ACF, the Zvezda, Munich, Brenus picks. It is a very interesting set of picks you put through there. The SUV at the end with Hungary, the Pats with the upset, and then Moscow to take care of business at home. You've got some nice outsiders there. Very happy to see something along those lines, my man. Love Brenus and Moscow. Oh, that's good to know, man. We got another pick coming in here from Tig Yashnat. He's changed it up a bit at the end there. Got SUX, which is Hungary, Pats, Nizhny Camps for the upset. That's 3 upsets there, one after the other. Man, I like it. That's some big ball picks. Sometimes you gotta go with the outsiders. It happens. It does. Sometimes you do get that. Sometimes there are times where you just have the outsiders winning, and this could be a weekend for it. Last weekend we did see a lot of favourites winning, so got to take that risk. That's the truth, my man. You don't risk the biscuit, you don't win. So I mean, you've made a very good point there, and I think you've taken some very, very nice outside picks there. I think probably your best one there is probably Nizhny Camps, because Dynamo Moscow haven't been overly impressive as of late, my man. So hopefully it is what you're aiming to get out of it. So we're going to look at my next pick here, which is the Patriots and the Ravens. With that one, I am looking for the Baltimore Ravens to get the job done there. No Tom Brady, Cam Newton's washed. Don't think the Patriots are going to be doing much this year. Their defense is hurt. They've managed to pick up Tack McKinley, who got cut by the Falcons. We all know what Bill Belichick can do with want-away players. We have another pick coming in here from Cheerfulwer. He's gone with the ADF to kick things off. Different to everybody else. The Zvezda, Valencia, and Brenus doubling down on the dogs there in the first 3 picks, with Valencia being the only short favourite at the moment. Very interesting, I like it. We're looking at, we'll round out your end. You've gone with the Sucks at the end, which is Hungary, New England and Nisna camps. Very interesting. You've got the same, pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, same last 7 picks as Tigyeshnet. So it could be close. It depends on who wins the C pick and the F pick out of you guys. It's for who gets the most bread, because after that your picks are relatively the same. Call me Tiggy. Alright, Tiggy National. Yeshnet. I'll just call you Tiggy from now on. So with that said, we're looking at my last pick, and my last pick I am looking at Dynamo Moscow to take care of business at home. I think it's a very good spot for them. With that said, it's not like Nisna Camps can't win this. Nisna Camps are a good side. They play a lot of speed ice hockey. They have a lot of transitional hockey. And Dynamo is hurting at the moment with a few injuries, and as well as, the old COVID missing players. But yeah, it is a very interesting game, that one. I think that we have a good chance of getting the bread here with Dynamo Moscow. Oh, we've had another pick come in from Ferudi Yakizad. I'll just call you Ferudi from now on. BDF, he's gone completely opposite to everybody else with Real Madrid, Valencia and Brenus. That's a very good opening 3. Then you've gone into the HIK, which is the Tigers, the Browns and the Giants. You've pretty much gone the opposite of me almost all the way through. Oh man, I like it. Finishing off with the SUV. You need W or X there, not V, my man. V, W. Can't have air, UV. And if you want to let me know what you want for your last pick there, if you want either a W or an X. You can't have U and V, that's on the same line, my man. W, okay. So you've gone with Dynamo Moscow to shut out your picks, man. It's very nice picks. So we're looking here at the last game that I have not touched yet, which is the one game that I said that I really liked this week. It's, sorry first time, no problem, Freddie. It's all good. We're all here for a good time. But yeah, as it sits, we have some very nice picks that have come in. Our regulars, most of them are here. We are going to try and get this last pick off the board, and I'm going to show you what I'm going with. I'm going with the Houston Texans here on the road to get the win. Everybody seems to be beating on these guys. They got the dirty win last week against the Jags, who are starting a new quarterback. I think this week that we saw from the Browns already that they really struggle without the attention that OBJ gets. Their offense is rather stifled. I don't think they're going to be doing much in this game. The Texans have a pretty weak secondary, but they have a very good rush defense. J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless together are very good, and the only way that Cleveland seems to be able to move the ball is if they can get the ground game going. And if the Texans are smart, they're going to focus on shutting that ground game down, because forcing Baker Mayfield to throw is probably your best bet at winning. The jury for some is still out that Baker Mayfield will be a quality starting NFL quarterback in the NFL. I disagree with that. I've said from day one that he does not have the attitude or work ethic to be an elite pro in the NFL. He's possibly a second or third string quarterback at best. So unless there's some sort of major transition or change in his game and attitude, he will always be the middle of the road quarterback. He's already hampered the progression of OBJ, Jarvis Landry, Kareem Hunt and Njoku with rather bewildering passes at time. He's got a very bad attitude from what I see. I would not want him as a starting quarterback for my team. I'll just say that. I really would not want him as such. That's my opinion there. I think the Texans have the better quarterback of the two. I think they do not have the better running game because David Johnson is washed. They probably are on even terms when it comes to receiving threats. And when they're on even terms when it comes to receiving threats against passing defenses, I will take my chop with the Texans here. I think they are a far more well-rounded side. I think they will be able to handle business here. It's going to be a rather interesting game. I really do feel that what we're looking at here is going to be a rather tough game for the Browns, even though they are at home at First Energy. I just don't see where they're going to be getting their points from. We've just had another pick come in here from Fautesi. Fautesi's gone with the BDE to kick things off with Real Madrid into Valencia into Malmo. Dodge the burn pick again, like most people seem to. Rolling into Cleveland at home. Then the Giants for the upset. M with the Raiders. P with the Chargers. Interesting. Q with Georgia for the win at home, which can happen. And then you've got T, which is Serbia, nice pick. V, which is the Ravens, and you're rounding it out with Dynamo Moscow. That's a very decent set of picks. I wish you good luck. Remember, you are playing for a free $10 voucher all, so you've got to be in it to win it. And if you're not in it to win it, then you miss out. That's pretty much the be-all, end-all of it. So right now we are looking at, got about 10 picks put in, guys, which is very nice to see. It's a bit down from last week. But yeah, we are looking at some very nice picks here, guys. Ooh, Whittil Vesta has popped in with the ABE. He's got the Abe Simpson with Serena Vesta with the pick, and then Abe doesn't pick there, man. You've got to change your B to a C or D. So you'll have to tell me if you want Bayern Munich or Valencia. Because if you don't tell me if you want Valencia or Bayern Munich, I can't accept the pick because, it's missing a pick. D Valencia. Okay, my man. You've gone with Valencia into a slap of Malmo Redhawks. Everybody's dodging burn like the plague this week, and I really don't blame you. They are such an inconsistent ice hockey team. It's very hard to see how they'll win or how they'll get ahead of everybody. I like them myself personally just because SCL are playing very bad at the moment. They're both playing rather bad, but one is playing worse than the other, which is surprising. Both were normal contenders repeatedly, but yeah, it is a very interesting game they've got going on. We have still got a few minutes left of the pick'ems here today, guys. Remember to get your picks in, and then we will be able to get this up on YouTube so more people can get involved. We are looking for, I think we've got a very good chance here of a clean sweep on the board. I think biggest threat is probably going to be the soccer games with either a draw or an upset. I think that's probably the most likely scenario there. I think my NFL picks are pretty solid. Maybe Dynamo Moscow could be the upset down there too. They are very up and down as a football side. An ice hockey side. So yeah, guys, it is very possible. When looking at the Georgia-Armenia game, I think it's just a case of who has the better shooters, the better goal scorers, and that lies with Armenia. So you're going to have to make your own picks there, everybody. It is a rather weird league, this UEFA Europa Nations League or whatever it's called. It's the big teams don't care because they know that they're going to qualify for the World Cup already, and the smaller teams are playing hard for it because they know that they can steal a place late with this league if they do well enough. It's really just a strange league, and it's something that I don't know why they're pushing it so hard right now while you've got this pandemic going on. But Nessa's coming with a pick. She's got the ace, Savina, Munich, Malmo into the GJs. Bern, first pick for Bern, I think. Then Houston. Then you've got the Eagles, nice. Then you're rolling into a Denver Broncos upset. It's possible, I could see it. Divisional games are always tough. Got the R with you've got J, Houston Texans, L, the Eagles. After the L, you've got N for the Broncos. After N, you have O for the Dolphins. Then R for Armenia, T for Serbia, V for Baltimore, and W for Dynamo. So the only place where we've really differed is the first pick, I think. I think that's the case. It is. We've only got one different pick, so it comes down to me and you, Ness. It's whoever picks the first game, Real Madrid and Servina. If you get the upset, you're in good footing. Alrighty there, ladies and gentlemen. We've given you guys enough time to get your picks in there. That is going to be the end of today's pick'ems. We're sitting in a very good spot here at 64 from 88. 70% conversion rate there, everybody, so I'm glad you're tuning in. We've had some pretty good picks flow in while I gave you guys your time, and I went and got myself a drink. We have a very interesting week ahead of us. I think a lot of people are very confident at the moment. I think that confidence could be, as always, stay frosty. Peace out. Hey everybody, my name's The Fade. Thanks for tuning into this YouTube video. I stream weekly on Twitch at twitch.tv/thefade with a 4 and a 3. Weekdays Monday to Friday, 9:30 AM to 5 PM CET. Be sure to drop by the stream and give it a look.